Good morning, friends. Let me make sure that my sound is good this time. So, welcome back to the 90 Day to Travel board. So, today I'm talking about a little, subject that's a little bit sensitive, but it's reality. Okay. That's what we're talking about planning on Monday. Okay. So, plan day is Monday today. I don't have a perfect plan to share today. Okay. I have a real dilemma. So I'm supposed to travel to Turkey next month with for I've never been to Turkey. I'm traveling with my travel company, and at the same time, I'm going on a holiday with a bunch of ladies. A group of ladies that I'm traveling with, and so have everything booked. My flight, my hotels, activities, everything have been paid for. Um, but now, I'm asking myself, should I go or should I cancel? With everything that has been happening in the world right now, um, there's a lot of uncertainty. Uh, People are talking about safety, the flight maybe being canceled, being stranded there uh, with, a potential shortage that might impact the flights. Already here in the UK with my daughter, when we this weekend we went away. We went, out, and we had to do several petrol station because there was no diesel, and the prices have ranked up already so high, close to £2 in some of the stations, petrol stations. So it's a real dilemma that I'm dealing with right now, and I don't know what to do. Today is not like, okay, this is the plan. It's really, I'm facing a huge dilemma. Do I go? Do I cancel and lose a significant amount of money? Or is there another way, right? Is there another way around this? So my husband told me not to go because it's dangerous. A lot of friends around have been canceling this because it's really a group travel. And I know many of you, right? And that's why I'm doing this live in the morning, the 90 Days to Travel board. A lot of us, especially women over 50, right? Often we face similar anxiety when planning a big trip, right? Is it safe? What if plan changes? Uh, how do we even begin to decide, right? So that's what I want to talk to you about. Okay, my exact thought process about that trip that was so looking forward to in Turkey. As I said, never been there, and we booked an amazing resort. I mean, it's a hotel with spa, 5 stars, so beautiful. And it would be sad to not go, but safety before everything, right? So I'm trying to make the most informed decision uh, possible, right? Not just for my Turkey trip, but um, about any travels, right? You always have to assess. Not the You have to make sure that you're not just falling into fear and all the propaganda that the news usually do, but checking the official sources. So here, my plan. Okay, my plan is maybe that may help one of you as well. If you're planning a trip that's like in a gray area right now, right, with everything that's happening in the world. Um, I'm not canceling the plan today to go to Turkey, and I will tell you why. Um, if I cancel right now, right, I will lose 100% of my money, right? Instead, what I'm going to do is I will monitor everything that's happening in the world, the news, checking the aviation status. There's already many planes that have been cancelled and suspended in neighboring countries because Turkey is right there in the middle of that war zone. So I'm waiting to see if the company that I've booked my flight with canceled the the flight. If they cancel, then they will reimburse me. Okay, I'll get my money back. But if I cancel beforehand, I won't be able to. And maybe also officials, right? I live in the UK. Maybe the route to go to Turkey will be cancelled depending on how things are happening. So I have to wait, okay? Because the insurance will not cover even if you have an insurance, if it's not officially cancelled by the authorities or the flight company, you won't get your money back. So it's important to be flexible when these happen, when there's a certain time, like what's happening in the world right now in the Middle East, right? You have to weigh your options, okay? Safety, of course, before everything. You have to check if you can change your dates, right? If you took an insurance policy that allows you to, you have to check if it's possible to reschedule your trip, and or if you can adapt to the trip. You have to weigh all your options there. And it's emotional, right? Because when you have a big trip, it's something that you've put all your uh, you've put everything into it. So it's hard. We want to live our dreams. We want to live bold, but health before everything, right? You always have to put safety before everything. So, right, I've worked hard for that money that I put toward that trip. So I don't want to throw it away, but I don't want to put myself in danger either. So, guys, I would like to hear from you. I have a few questions here for you. I actually want to hear your opinion, right? If you were in my situation, would you go or would you cancel? Okay. We're talking about traveling in Turkey next month. Okay. Um, Also, have you ever had to wait until the very last second to cancel a trip? And how did you handle the stress? To be honest with you, I'm not stressed at all. Even if it means that I'm going to be losing that money, it doesn't matter, because safety before everything else. Money is just money. You can make it again later on. It's fine. The good thing is, because I'm traveling with my private travel company, unfortunately, I did not book the flight with them, because I booked the flight beforehand. And but whatever I booked with them, like the activities, the conference that I'm going there, and the hotel and all of these things, I booked that with them. If everything is canceled, if they cancel because of safety reasons, I will have the money back. It's only my flight really that that I may lose, but that's okay. It's not a lot of money. It's okay. So also, so that's the tips, okay, that I would advise you to do if you are in a similar situation. A lot of people have had holiday booked in the Middle East. Myself, I have even a booking also in Dubai later in the year, and I still don't know what's going to happen, but it's the same. I'm going to have to wait, and I'll let you know what happened with that. So stay informed, okay? Do not panic if you have a holiday booked in those area where a lot of things are happening in the world right now in the Middle East. Be informed. I'm usually don't watch the news, but right now I'm watching the news to make sure that I am informed about what's happening. And also, I know people who lives in Turkey who are giving me real information, not just the hype up information that sometimes medias will give you. Okay, and also the in France, I'm a French citizen, right? We have a website called Conseil aux Voyageurs. It's like advice to travelers, and they will tell you which area you can go or not. So I'm always checking it to make sure that, to take the advice of what they're saying. And in this situation as well, let's say everything is fine and I'm able to travel to Turkey, because there's still war around that area. Is so important. Even if it's safe in the area right now, it's better to inform your embassy when you arrive in the country. They register you. They know that they have a citizen in the country, because if something happened and they need to repatriate, their citizen back to France, they know you there. Okay, and they will send you I had that when I was in Cameroon during the pandemic. I was stuck in Cameroon um, during the pandemic, and my family was here in the UK. And so I was registered at the French embassy. And that's how, after 3 weeks or 1 month, I don't know, they managed to send me back to France. And then from France, then I took a plane to come to the UK. So, yeah, it's very important to inform your embassy when you travel abroad. The second thing is understand your cancellation and refund policy for flights, hotel activity before you book. I think nowadays, and that was my mistake, okay? I did not because I'm like, Turkey is next day, it's next door, and it's not really expensive. That's okay. But no, take an insurance policy to make sure that, and know what your insurance policy, read the little line, the small lines to make sure that you understand exactly what you can do, what are your options, right? I'm going to do that as well closely today to make sure that is there a way around, can I just reschedule my flight, and etc. Okay, even if I lose a little bit of something but not everything. So okay, and the other thing is monitor closely official travel advisory and direct communication from your travel provider, right? That's what I was saying at the beginning, that I want to make sure that I check that, this may send me a message to say that they canceled the flight, right? Then, they will refund me. And also official advisory, as I said, for me, I check the French Conseil au Voyageur. They have the same one in the UK that I will check as well, because I will be leaving from the UK and they said direct flight to Turkey. The fourth thing that you need to check is be prepared to adapt, okay, mentally, and have a plan B. Let's say you had booked a holiday to go to Turkey and now you can't go. There's many places in the world that you can go. If you have those holiday booked, sorry, and you have your money back, or even if maybe you have some money aside, and because sometimes they don't refund you straight away, right? It might be 7 days, 14 weeks, whatever. You can always reschedule, right? And that's what I said. A travel is rarely straightforward. You have to have the mindset of knowing that things can change, plans can change, flight may be canceled, something may be happening in the world. You just have to make sure that um, you are flexible. Don't stress about it. It's okay. It's okay. Right, guys. That's all I had really to share with you today. So I'm really, I don't know. To be honest with you, I have no idea what to do. I'm gonna wait and see, um, and see how things are gonna go. And as I say, planning is not just about booking a trip, right? The hardest part of planning is knowing when to pull the plug, meaning knowing when to say, okay, cancel everything and be safe. Okay, be safe. Prayer to the people in this area that are going through. Oh, anyway. All right, guys, that was all for me today. Have an amazing week, and I see you tomorrow, where we talk about packing. Okay, I will be talking about packing document. As I'm telling you, let's say I can still travel to Turkey, and um, what are the preparation that I need to have, because it's still in a war zone, right? What are the preparation that I need to take with me, the document in case? I will be talking about that tomorrow. Okay, stay safe and don't forget to take advantage of the guest pass to have 2 discounted nights worldwide. Take care. Love you guys.